Ona wagaha, gagoriwa gihre ganiki oriwa, ona hasna ekha twet yagoetwa dina ina akweni, at what the gehra guatna ganiket goadakia. Ona gawa yagwat de rutra, disna nakin her test, twet ha aqua ge hot, hana yakwat de rutra.
Centuries ago, long before Europeans came to the shores of North America, a game was played by the tribes of the Iroquois Confederacy. The Mohawk called it Tewaaraton, later anglicized as the game of lacrosse. The origin of this name is undetermined. Some believe a French Jesuit missionary who saw the game in 1637 called it Lacrosse, or the stick. Others suggest it was named after the crozier, a staff carried by bishops that looks similar to the sticks used in the sport. Tewaaraton is the Mohawk name for lacrosse, which means both sticks with lace netting and the game of big medicine. But to the Mohawk, the Algonquin, to the Cherokee and Creek, to the Sioux and Santee, lacrosse was far more than a game. It was a way to communicate with the spirit world. It was played in bad times as a way to ask the spirits to prevent or cure disease. It was played in good times as a way to ask the spirits to lift the hearts of its people. It was played to alter the weather, to honor those who had died, to achieve peace between tribes. When tribes found it impossible to settle a disagreement, they would play the game with the loser forfeiting the dispute. Tewaaraton, an instrument of peace, a way to forge a bond between a community and the spirit world. No wonder the Mohawk consider its origin a special gift from the Creator.
Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to see so many friendly faces and lacrosse lovers out there. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's the 17th annual Tewaaraton Awards ceremony. Always great to be back with you.
Oh, it's great to be here. It puts a great stamp on the end of a wonderful lacrosse season.
For the third time, this is the year of the Tuscarora. We would like to welcome members of the Tuscarora Nation. Monty Hill was introduced earlier. Thank you all for joining us tonight. The Tewaaraton Foundation is a charitable nonprofit with a mission to celebrate excellence in the game, to honor the Native American heritage, and to give back to the Native American community.
Fellowship, athletics, and education have remained the cornerstones of the University Club since its founding in 1904. We are proud that our founder's legacy lives on and has been embraced by the lacrosse community.
For centuries, this game has unified us, and it continues to serve as an instrument of diplomacy. When we play, we strengthen our minds, our bodies, and our spirit. We learn the values of community and tradition. Lacrosse is so much more than a sport.
I am honored to be here tonight to present the 2017 U.S. Lacrosse Tewaaraton Native American Scholarships. We are grateful to the Tewaaraton Foundation and the University Club of Washington for allowing U.S. Lacrosse the opportunity to publicly recognize the recipients of this year's scholarship awards. Our first honoree is Shayla Scanlon, a citizen of the Seneca Nation Wolf Clan residing in Perrysburg, New York. Our second honoree is Liam Anderson, a citizen of the Tuscarora Nation Turtle Clan residing in Lewiston, New York.
Let's give another round of applause. Congratulations. And now it's time to present the Tewaaraton Legends Award. This year we have the pleasure of honoring two more great players from the past. Up first is a Hall of Famer from UVA who once led the nation in scoring as a defender.
Performance, perseverance, and passion. These virtues and values became the cornerstone of Sherry Greer Brown's life. Her athletic drive and competitiveness became evident as she grew from youth sports into an All-American at Pennsylvania's Harriton High School. In 1990, she was recruited by the University of Virginia, joining several of her Harriton teammates who helped her feel closer to home. Virginia's balance between academics and athletics was a perfect environment for Sherry's development as a smart, impactful player. She played with grace and speed, putting her team first with every move she made, and she always took responsibility for encouraging their success. Sherry's leadership and dominant presence on the field led the Cavaliers to victory in 2 NCAA championships. She was a selfless player, earning the respect of both players and coaches for not only leading the country in scoring as a senior, but also being named Defensive Player of the Year. Sherry became a 3-time first-team All-American and was so admired for her play and accomplishments that she became the first ever lacrosse player to have her jersey retired at the University of Virginia. After graduating, Greer-Brown continued to enjoy success as a member of the U.S. Women's World Cup team, winning 3 World Championships with 2 MVPs, and was once again honored for her play with the Wes Patterson Sportsmanship Award and the Beth Allen Award. In 2000, she became a member of Lacrosse Magazine's All-Century team. And since then, she has been inducted into the Pennsylvania Lacrosse Hall of Fame, the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame, and the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame. Today, Sherry Greer-Brown lives in Orlando, Florida, with her husband and 2 children. She is the principal of a philanthropic investment and management firm that invests in and manages sports-related nonprofits and entertainer-backed charitable foundations. Sherry Greer-Brown is a humble, modest superstar and a deserving Tewaaraton legend.
It is my honor to introduce this remarkable young woman. Sherry Greer-Brown is the 2017 Tewaaraton Legend honoree. She simply is the most outstanding player to ever wear a Virginia uniform and the top collegiate and U.S. player of her time.
Lacrosse has given me so much joy, satisfaction, valuable life skills, and invaluable relationships. I'm thrilled to have my family, friends, coaches, and teammates experience this evening with me. My name is on the award, but I share this honor with you all. This is for you. Enjoy the evening.
Tonight's second Tewaaraton Legend Award goes to a perennial All-American from West Point.
During the 1960s, Long Island's Huntington High was stocked with lacrosse talent and fielded dominant teams. Peter Cramblett was forced to practice against Long Island's best every day. To survive, the undersized Cramblett had to develop a disciplined, finesse style of play using his quickness and hand-eye coordination. As a senior, after 3 years of hard work, Peter finally broke into the starting lineup, becoming a co-captain and leading scorer on the 1966 Suffolk County Championship team. Army coach Ace Adams saw something special in the lefty finisher and invited the fleet-footed Dodger to play for the Black Knights. Peter thrived under great coaching and the military structure at West Point, developing into a fierce competitor. Playing both soccer and lacrosse, he displayed a remarkable and consistent ability to score goals, earning first-team All-American honors 3 years in a row. As a junior, Cramblett scored a career-high 39 goals, helping the Black Knights to a 10-1 record, becoming co-national champions with Johns Hopkins. In his senior year, he earned both the Turnbull and Enners Awards and graduated as West Point's all-time leading scorer. He was inducted into the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame in 1986. Peter Cramblett served 29 years in the Army, commanding battalions in the 9th Infantry, 1st Armored Division, and the 68th Medical Group in the 5th U.S. Corps, before retiring as a colonel. Peter's passion for lacrosse has never waned. He enjoyed playing club ball for 20 years while in the Army. Then in 2003, after settling down in Georgia, he dedicated himself to growing the local lacrosse community by coaching at the club and high school level, cultivating the next crop of lacrosse stars. an attacking warrior on the field, and a patriotic defender off the field. Peter Cramblett has earned the title of Tewaaraton Legend.
As classmates, soccer, and lacrosse teammates throughout high school and college, and as career Army officers, we've shared the same path for over 50 years. Here's what I know about my lifelong friend. Pete had extraordinary lacrosse skills. Watch him play and you'd have to ask, how did he just do that? Unstoppable.
Lacrosse as a sport and the men and women who are associated with it have been a tribute to our American values. That includes integrity and fair play, accountability, inclusiveness, selfless service, tough competitiveness, and love of country. And I think that sounds remarkably consistent with the spirit of the Tewaaraton and their creators' game. I'm proud to be called a lacrosse player, and I'm honored to be a legend. Thank you.
Tonight, we have a Spirit of Tewaaraton honoree who embodied the concept of service over self and was a natural leader who inspired others on and off the field.
On March 17, 2004, during an intercollegiate game at Cornell University's Sholkoff Field, George Boyardi blocked a shot on goal. The ball struck his chest. He collapsed on the turf and could not be resuscitated. Cornell Lacrosse lost one of its most respected and beloved teammates to ever wear the Big Red uniform. His locker remains unused and serves as a memorial in his honor. His number will never be worn again. To this day, George's legacy permeates the Cornell Lacrosse program. It goes beyond the physical. It's a very spiritual thing that none of us can truly explain. George attended the Landon School in Bethesda, Maryland, where his hard-working, selfless character began to form. He excelled academically, enjoyed volunteering as a tutor for a local elementary school, and earned 11 varsity letters in 3 sports. At Landon, he learned the importance of hard work and caring for his teammates both on and off the field. Once at Cornell, his dedication and work ethic were so evident that he was the freshman player elected by his teammates to carry the hard hat, a symbol of the team's blue-collar, no-nonsense work ethic. George went on to win Rookie of the Year in 2001 and became a 4-year starter and the inspirational leader for the Big Red. He was so respected for his tireless hustle and ceaseless battles for ground balls that Cornell teams today call that gritty work Boyardi stats. And his spiritual legacy is still so strong, they call Cornell's home field George's house and play to honor the example he set. In the classroom, George became fascinated by Native American culture. Upon graduation, he planned to join Teach for America and serve on South Dakota's Rosebud Reservation to help alleviate educational disparities. Off the playing field, George had a mindset of devoting time to service over self. He started a lacrosse team tradition of reading to children at an Ithaca elementary school and also served as president of his fraternity. George's selfless compassion was so undeniable and inspiring that his friends and teammates started the Mario St. George Boyardi Foundation to carry on his legacy. The foundation has raised funds for Teach for America South Dakota and directly cultivates and nurtures youth through academic and athletic programs like extended learning summer camps. Number 21, passionate leader, tireless worker, selfless teammate, and loyal friend who gave his life playing the game he loved. George Boyardi left a lasting imprint on the world and the people around him. His ideals will live forever through the spirit of Tewaaraton.
George lived his life true to the phrase, "Well done was better than well said." While he was a fierce competitor and a warrior on the field, he placed a premium on his role of being a teammate, being a captain, more so than any student athlete I've ever coached. No one would be more uncomfortable this evening, knowing that the limelight was shining on him. No one would deflect praise or compliments more so than George. So we refocused our efforts on being better servants and selfless leaders through our actions and not just words, just like George. I'm confident that his spirit will continue to live on long into the next generation.
Ladies and gentlemen, on cue, the Boyardi family inviting George's teammates from both Landon and Cornell to join them on stage for the presentation of the Spirit Award.
We believe that George would give credit to all of the coaches and teachers who guided him and all of the teammates and friends who surrounded him throughout his years at Landon School and Cornell University. They are the ones who carry his dreams and spirit forward. We are grateful to the Native American people who first played lacrosse to honor their creator and to heal themselves. We all continue to benefit from its healing power.
I'm absolutely honored to be here again with you this year, as we have just a tremendous group of nominees for this year's awards. As a former professional and collegiate athlete, let there be no doubt that the time you all spend in investing in your craft and the sport you love is something that has my utmost respect. We recognize you tonight as athletes and leaders and for your dedication to your sport.
In its earliest days, tribes used the constant running, the rough play, and the stick skills of lacrosse to keep their men strong, healthy, and prepared for hunting and for war. And from war, we see a warrior, a Mohawk native who sits atop the Tewaaraton trophy, captured in bronze as he dramatically surges to the front. With lifelike attention to detail, we see him in the competitive spirit and superior athletic ability of a champion. And today, we meet his equal, the winners of the Tewaaraton Award.
We watched in awe as they smashed records, controlled play on both ends of the field, and led their teams to new heights. They stand poised for their moment to shine following another peer's unprecedented 3-year run on this very stage. Among 60 watch list standouts narrowed to 25 nominees, their spectacular resumes rose to the top. Maryland co-captain Zoe Stukenberg led the Terps to a 23-0 record, including the Big Ten regular season and tournament titles, #1 seed in the NCAA tournament, a 9th consecutive trip to the Final Four, and 14th national championship. The senior was named Big Ten Midfielder of the Year and was a Big Ten and NCAA All-Tournament Team honoree. A threat across the field, the Ellicott City, Maryland native and first-team IWLCA All-American ranked in the top 3 of every statistical category for the Terps, including 55 goals, 31 assists, 84 points, a team-best 48 ground balls, 74 draw controls, and 21 caused turnovers, all of which were career highs. She looks to continue the Terrapins' 5-year run of Tewaaraton winners, following Katie Schwartzman and Taylor Cummings. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your 2017 Tewaaraton finalists.
Our first finalist is Nadine Hagnaghi, University of Maryland.
You're the turtle.
Finalist Olivia Hump, Princeton University. Finalist Marie McCool, University of North Carolina. Finalist Kylie O'Miller, Stony Brook University. And finalist Zoe Stukenberg, University of Maryland. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the female finalists for the 2017 Tewaaraton Award.
On behalf of our team at Under Armour, we are honored to present the 2017 Tewaaraton Award to, nervous, anybody? Well, here you go, Fear the Turtle, Zoe Stukenberg.
To my 2017 Terps, this isn't my award, this is you guys. I'm so proud of what we did this year. To every Terp that I've ever played with, thank you so much. You've all meant so much to me, and I've learned so much from every single one of you, and we did it.
It's time now for the 2017 men's finalists as we take a look at them in action, and trust me, folks, this is quite an assembly of talent.
From January to Final Four weekend, each asserted his own brand of dominance this spring. They set records and stood out when the light shone brightest, making their teammates better and their fan bases proud. From 60 watch list contenders down to 25 nominees, these 5 men now belong in elite company. The all-time points and goals leader in Maryland's prestigious history, Henner's Award winner Matt Rambo led the Terps to a Big Ten championship and NCAA tournament #1 overall seed for a second consecutive season. The Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year and 3-time USILA All-America selection helped the Terrapins to their 4th straight Final Four appearance
and first national championship since 1975. In the process,
he became the first Terp to notch more than 40 goals and 40 assists in a single season. Rambo's 87 points and 45 assists were best in the Big Ten and good for 3rd and 4th in the nation, respectively. The senior attack man from Glenside, Pennsylvania is Maryland's 2nd Tewaaraton finalist and would be the program's first award winner. These are your 2017 men's
Tewaaraton finalists.
Up first, finalist Trevor Baptiste, University of Denver. Finalist Connor Fields, University at Albany. Finalist Matt Rambo, University of Maryland. Finalist Ben Reeves, Yale University. Finalist Pat Spencer, Loyola University. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 Tewaaraton Award Men's Finalists.
2017 Tewaaraton Award goes to, for the men, oh man, capping a historic year for the University of Maryland, Matt Rambo.
This was an amazing year for Maryland Lacrosse, men's and women's, and I can't thank the coaches and all my teammates for making this the most memorable experience of my life, the 4 years here at Maryland. So I just want to thank you guys so much, and I love you all.
And in keeping with tradition, we will end tonight's program with a traditional prayer, a Haudenosaunee speech thanking everyone for their participation and bringing the ceremony to its official conclusion.
Ona thwa tetna duda diha ganut ne kina herata sona twek yagwat digerawa in warutre. Hana ne kina herata ha rawat dia gana erde ha afnakia gana erde ha urehake. Yagwadi wa tata hana yagwa heshe gwana uwat the gwaske hatne gawat tet nere.